Chemical senses involve taste, smell, or olfaction.
Taste is called a chemical sense because the stimuli are various chemicals. On the surface of the tongue are receptors, called taste buds, for four basic tastes: sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. The function of taste buds is to perform transduction, which means transforming chemical reactions into nerve impulses.
Newborns inherit a preference trait for sweet and salty. Tasting begins with what happens in the trenches on the surface of your tongue.
For example, most people do not like bitter substances. However, if you like lemonade, that means your taste buds adapted to bitter substances when you were younger.
Chemicals, which are stimuli for taste, and they break down into molecules and mix with saliva and run down the narrow trenches on the surface of your tongue. These molecules stimulate the taste buds.
The receptors for taste are taste buds. Chemicals dissolve in saliva, which triggers the taste buds, bringing forth nerve impulses that ultimately reach the parietal lobe. The brain then converts these nerve impulses into sensations of taste.
Taste buds tend to wear out, causing the replacement of taste buds every 10 days. Humans can have up to about 10,000 taste buds and as few as 500. This is consistent throughout your life. All tongues are not the same. 25% of the population are super tasters.
Super tasters are those who have 2 or 3 times more taste buds than the average person. This increases sensitivity in the 4 basic taste areas: sour, salty, sweet, and bitter.
For example, this super taster, Christina, tastes sugar to be twice as sweet as a normal person does.
We experience flavor when we combine sensations of taste and smell. Without our sense of smell, a lot of foods would taste bland. That's why when you have a cold, the food you eat loses its flavor.
A nose has 6 million receptor cells, which is why the sense of smell, also known as olfaction, is 10,000 times more sensitive than taste.
This diagram shows the olfactory nerve. Olfaction, also called a chemical sense, because its stimuli are various chemicals that are carried by the air. The upper part of the nose has a small area that contains receptor cells for olfaction. The function of the olfactory receptors is transduction, to transform chemical reactions into nerve impulses.
Christina, have you tried this new perfume?
No, I haven't.
Here.
Thanks.
Doesn't it smell so good?
Oh my gosh, it totally just reached the olfactory cells in my nose. Must be a volatile substance.
Wait, what's a volatile substance?
Glad you asked.
Reasons you can smell substances, such as perfume, is because it's a volatile substance. A substance that can release molecules into the air at room temperature. You can only smell volatile substances after they reach the olfactory cells in the nose. Wait, Christina, I know you told me what a volatile substance was, but what's an olfactory cell?
Good question, Jewel. This is a picture of the olfactory cells. Olfactory cells are the receptors for smell. They are located in tiny patches of tissue in the uppermost part of the nasal passages. Olfactory cells are covered with mucus into which volatile molecules dissolve. As the molecules dissolve in the mucus, they stimulate the underlying olfactory cells, which trigger nerve impulses that travel to the brain.
The olfactory bulb is located in the limbic region of the brain. The olfactory bulb consists of cells that transform dissolved molecules into electrical signals.
Certain things can cause you to lose your sense of smell.
Joel, I think I'm losing my sense of smell.
Do you have a virus or inflammation?
No.
There's the virus. Hey, Christina, have you smelled this perfume?
Yes, and I don't want it.
Too bad.
Ah! No, I already knew what that smelled like. I'm adapted to the olfactory cells. You think that's funny?
Although we can name as many as 10,000 different smells, at one point we stopped smelling our deodorants or perfumes because you adapt to the olfactory cells.
The nerve impulses from the olfactory cells go through the olfactory bulb first. From here, impulses are carried out to the primary olfactory cortex, which is located under the brain. The primary olfactory cortex transforms nerve impulses into the olfactory sensations of perfume or other odors, such as the smell of skunks.
Christina,
Yeah?
this is the milk I got you for your cereal you wanted.
Oh, great. Let me just smell it just in case, you know. Can never be too sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Jewel.
You know what? That's the functions of olfaction warning us.
That it's spoiled?
Yes.
Oh, olfaction. Creeping up on us again.
Christina, you know what M&Ms remind me of?
What, Jewel? What?
When you were an 80s girl and I was a cat for Halloween.
Oh my God, Sam, you're so right.
One of olfaction's function is that when you eat a certain food, it can trigger past memories.